And it's so fantastic. Is there anyone alive today that is not fit for heaven? Can I be trusting of you? Can I be trusting of you? Can I open the gates and let everyone in? Can I make you divine with powers? How would the world look? How would the world be? You see, I know what this is. And that makes me absolute trusting. Do not miss out on UPL. You see, look, what you're looking at is a ladder, okay? I had to wind it down deep. Because we want every last foot on it. Don't we? Isn't that what we humans are? Isn't that what we are by default, loving? Isn't that how you were born? And look what I made you. I generate emotions of absolute balance and just the inner sound of, it is undescribable. It is undescribable using only words. You have to go to sound. I can... Happy and joyful is my default state of being. It is what I am. That is what we are. That's this balance, isn't it? And I could easily turn my energies around into tears of crying. Easy in this world, right? Yet my tears, they will be a flooding of this world. My tears will be heavy and it will kill me on the spot. So just drop your proudness and drop your judgments. This is far beyond that. I will do an intellectual comparison. Put in little bit of emotions into it. And I will try to reach that point of measurement that you are looking for. Just to prove another point at the same time. So I go and I find the smallest of particle. I find in it an atom. And I take that atom and I start to chop it up. And I stand and chop for as long as there has been seconds. And what's left of the atom, I take it and I blow it up into disproportion. I just scale it until the size of the whole universe. And while doing it, I twist and turn it. We have chopped so many times, it's all chaos and sand inside. But it is big. It is enormous, gigantic. In your intellectual view, right? But whatever it is, if it is your idea of that drives you into judgment, or if it's your idea of joy, or what life is, the reality of mind itself. So that's the sandbag, right? We have a giant sandbag the size of universe.
To get ultimate perception and the all-knowing, you either have to be very, very, very smart or plain stupid. See, if your intellect is sharp You might just get it because you can perceive patterns slightly more than others. And if your intellect is low, well, then you see things the way they are. Simple. By observing. So simply looking at things is not always so stupid. See, both of these variants does not sit so distant from each other. They both are more likely to listen to the greatest of blessings. They are both just a few steps away. However, either way, just make sure you don't get stuck in the middle for too long. You know, it's a slow fox and a rabid bear to live through. Because in this section, your intellect is self-made and half-evolved. You being its own bottleneck to that of divine. At the same time, if you in any of these sections claim you already know what divinity are, maybe I will justly let you stick to your thing, okay? However, ask yourself honestly, has it been working? Has it been working for you? Now that I finally and very tenderly is asking you somewhat to step aside. Just remember, realization is also to grasp how stupid you have been.
So that's the sandbag, right? We have a giant sandbag the size of universe. And I'm gonna compare it to what this is. What truth are. And I will try to be still as fair as possible. That universe is but the smallest tip on a grain of sand from a beach, a never-ending one. Sand as far as you can see, like a desert. I mean, if we were to travel across this beach, it would require loops of evolution from fish to man so many times. That is what this is. That is comparison in itself. It is futile. It is futile in comparison to what this is. Once you get it, this is the gift to humanity. And I say take it. So just stand still for a moment. Look at what you're doing. Where are you? Are you sorting something? Are you playing with your kids? Are you strolling in the forest? Are you talking to a butterfly? Only to get your answers. Are you deep down into coding? Have you got stuck on that loop again? Are you in the middle of sewing some jeans for someone else? Look at the needle, how it cut its thread. Oh, my body, every cell of it is just bursting. It is combined and one. And it's so fantastic. I mean, just look at me. You know, eccentric, yes. Don't you want to be eccentric? Don't you want to feel life? Don't you want it to be intense and just marvelous every second and day? I mean, but you sitting there, he is acting. He's acting, or he is insane. Isn't it? Isn't that how it is when we talk to each other? I mean, in the end, for us to talk, for us to understand each other. Whoever it is, may it be your child and you, or your wife and you, whoever it is, isn't trust important? If we cannot trust, what is there left? So trusting is a glue that binds us together. It is what makes communion or nation or world as one. You got to know, not believe or imagine or, I want this to become a reality to you. Something that, yes, oh my God, this is truth, absolute. And it is. Once you see it, and only once you see it.
Yet, to the medical world of today, you are that of particles. Some weird reactions of billions of nerve cells with knots that are in need of medicines, painkillers, or sedatives, or whatever. Or you are a batch of protons and neutrons with nucleus, reacting somewhat in random. I mean, some lump of brain, a few kilo, doing an overall calculation. And if it's not that, it must be something related to the size of it. Thinking that an ant can't be so smart, huh? Or a biological system that you can comprehend if you learn it. No. You see, I am what all nerve cells are. Its very structure and formation. I am the protons and the neutrons themselves in consciousness. I am in full size and matter. I am the complete creation. That is what I am.